lotus, a flower that blooms in the mud. Amidst darkness and murkiness, it rises untouched, pure and beautiful. This simple flower has for centuries carried profound lessons for the human soul. Today, I invite you to explore what I call the Lotus Method, a journey for the mind, the body, and the spirit. A method of transformation and awakening. The symbolism of the lotus. The lotus thrives in unlikely places. It grows in muddy waters, waters that many would consider unworthy. Yet its roots dig deep and its stem rises. It does not fight the mud, it uses the mud. In our lives, the mud represents struggle, suffering, and confusion. These are inevitable, but the lotus teaches us a sacred truth. Struggle is not the enemy. It is the very medium through which growth becomes possible. Your mind, like the lotus, can rise above its conditions. The 3 pillars of the Lotus Method. To follow the Lotus Method, there are 3 pillars. 3 steps to transform your mind and spirit. First, the root. Acceptance of where you are. You must be willing to acknowledge the mud of your life, your struggles, fears, and mistakes. Acceptance is not resignation. It is awareness. Second, the stem, commitment to rising. This is the act of discipline, your practices of mindfulness, meditation, and self-inquiry. Like the stem pushing through water, you must rise little by little, no matter how murky the world feels. Finally, the bloom, the state of clarity, peace, and presence. The bloom is not the end. It is a continuous unfolding. A mind that blooms in peace will inspire others to rise. If you wish to embody the Lotus Method in your daily life, begin with small steps. Morning stillness. Start your day with 5 minutes of quiet breathing. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and observe your breath. Like the still water that allows the lotus to reflect the sky, stillness creates space for clarity. During the day, observe your emotions without judgment. If you feel anger or fear, remind yourself, "This is my mud." Ask yourself, what can I learn from this moment? Evening reflection. Before you sleep, reflect on one thing you are grateful for and one challenge you faced. Gratitude softens the mud, and reflection strengthens your stem. Each day, these small steps help you rise. And remember, the lotus does not rush its growth. It unfolds at its own pace. You must be patient with yourself. And the lotus in you. Each one of us holds the potential of the lotus. Regardless of the mud we are born into, regardless of the struggles we face, there is a light within us waiting to bloom. The Lotus Method is not about escaping your life. It is about rising through it. Do not look for perfection, for the lotus does not bloom because the mud disappears. The mud remains. And yet, the flower rises. In the same way, your struggles will remain a part of your story, but they need not define you. Within you lies a seed, the seed of awareness, strength, and peace. It is this seed that will root you in acceptance, lift you in commitment, and allow you to bloom in clarity. When you feel lost, remember this: the lotus blooms where no one expects it. So too, your greatest growth may come from the moments you least anticipate. Nurture the lotus within you. Speak kindly to yourself. Breathe deeply in difficult times and trust that, like the lotus, you will rise. Take these lessons with you. May you rise like the lotus, strong, unshaken, and full of grace. And may your journey inspire others to find their own path through the mud. Thank you for joining me on this infinite journey.